Hello, you're welcome to Inside Abia. And we're still talking to His Excellency, the Governor of Abia State. Today, we'll be looking at a sector, what I think makes Abia Abia, which is SMEs, because I think everybody knows Made in Aba. Just as a follow-up to your SME plan, I mean, the question then comes to my mind to say, so how do we grow the environment, the infrastructure, the people to meet modern day challenges? You talked about your dream now. You said you'd like to see a Versace come here and make his orders and go away. How do you get Aba ready for that situation?
Okay, so baseline. Where were we in 2015? We were in a place where you could not access the major markets in Aba. Aba is essentially a big marketplace.
How many markets?
About 15. But
15?
About 15, I mean, counting all of them. But these major ones that are popular have clients and patrons coming from across Africa, especially through the Calabar-Ekote-Bene channel. There was no way any of them could come early 2015. So we decided to say, well, let us open that channel. I had two options. How do I open the channel from Port Harcourt to accommodate people from Bayelsa and Southwest? But that was too difficult. The dilapidation on Port Harcourt, Aba end of the express is so bad. And if you want to create an alternative route, you'll be challenged to do a bridge across Imo River. We didn't have the money, so we decided to go to Akwa Ibom. And in going to Akwa Ibom, I got the collaboration of my brother governor, the governor of Akwa Ibom, to do his own end of the road, and then we did our end. I conceptualized 3 roads, all from Akwa Ibom, because I wanted easy access into Aba. So I had done the Ikpeazu Ntodino road, but we're almost concluding the second one, which is the one from Owo to Onechangwa. And there's another one through Nenu. All these are designed to bring people. But suffice it to say that because there was no alternative, the Ikpeazu Ntodino road has become very popular. That is the oxygen into Aba since 2015. Until, by the grace of God, within this dry season, I'm able to deliver the other 2 options, creating 3 flanks. Then, arriving at Aba in 2015, there was no way to get to the city center, not to talk of accessing any of the markets. And you could enter Aba from Akwa Ibom once you arrive the precincts of the city through Umuoba Road, Ehere Road, Umuola Road, and Ukebu Road. So we did 3 out of these 4 roads within the first 100 days. And I'm proud to say that the 3 roads are still standing because 2 of them are rigid paved roads. They're cement roads. And they are still standing. And now, welcome into Aba. How do I get into Ariaria? That was what led me to the notorious Fox Road. Fox Road, for 30 years, nobody could pass from one end of Fox Road to the other end. It was an ambitious project. Though a middle-income state, we had to get CETRAC on that particular road. Of course, we had Arab contractors working on some roads in Onwaya. So they opened the road and put their binding costs on that road. But it coincided with when we had COVID and NSAS. But you could see the beautiful outlay, the drainages end to end, 6.5 kilometers of drainage. And then we dredged Ifobra Pond and put a head pump that could pump water in case of flooding from Ifobra to Waterside. And we had an engineer from Netherlands working with Citraco to supervise that work. So we needed to also continue on the line of ventilating our area, because the more access you create, the better. Once people experience too
because
much
that's like the hub.
Exactly. So we now did Samek, we did MCC, we now did Umule Road. So these 3 roads are supposed to be easy exit routes for people going to Owerri, Umuahia, Port Harcourt, and all of that. And Citraco closed Fox Road, that they were not ready. Of course, I received a barrage of appeal. Especially traders came and said, we are coming from COVID-19, we are dying, open the road, let us manage it, and all of that. So the good part of my benevolence overtook me, and I decided to open the road against expert advice, that the road collapsed under the rains. But, so we have set the substructure for ventilating
Are you redoing that road?
Oh, certainly.
So that road is going to be finished during your tenure?
Oh, certainly.
Okay.
Certainly. It's going to be finished during my
Yes, Your Excellency, there's one major thing that I found out, I heard about, the Aba Fashion Week. What is that about? What brought it up? And what do you hope to achieve with that?
Oh, well, it ties into our dream to tell our story ourselves. Yeah. Because if you notice, my story as a person is pretty much like the story of Abba. People don't see so much about the things we do. So we have decided, myself and Ndaba, to tell our story ourselves. And there's no better way to tell that story than to have an event that can enter the annual calendar, not only in Nigeria, but in Africa. That this place that is a repository of all kinds of fashion things like clothes, garments, and shoes.
Birth in 2020, Aba Fashion Week is one of the immediate positive results of the newfound confidence of the local Aba fashion designer.
The Aba Fashion Week will give you the opportunity to see what our people can do with local fabrics and who does it. We have our small superstars in Aba.
We have created enough awareness in the Nigerian market. It's time to go global. The fashion industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry. Shoes, bags, clothes, fashion. It was tearful to see clothes that were sewn in Aba carrying a price tag in pounds. And you can imagine the pride of a girl, a lady, a fashion designer in Aba, who wakes up in the morning to hear that her clothes, because there was now a YouTube section, one, a UK TV channel covered it, because it trended online too, and they did a segment on it. Riabani was trending in the UK. Riabani is a young lady. She's in Aba.
We are exposed to the global space now. I have made in Aba on my store. People think it's going to make me either not sell or limit my brand, but it's not true. You can see what Aba can produce.
I have made in Aba in my logo, and I have my products in stores in the UK, in South Korea. I have celebrities like Don Jazzy, Zegzi, Mr. Zegzi, that wear Riabani products, and you can see they're very, very nice, luxurious and affordable.
Remember, it's not just for show. Everything we tie into the economy. We've increased visibility for the exhibitors, for the fashion designers that showcase at the runway show. Because we send out pictures, we've pushed it on social media, we've pumped it, people are asking, who are these guys? People are contacting them from all over the place. And remember, we are facilitators, so we don't even come to say, hey, you must talk to us before you talk to them. No, we send out their details, we send out everything. People are talking to them directly. Models will strut for us in Aba Fashion Week, and then other states, Akwa Ibom, Rivers, elsewhere, they'll call them, hey, you were part of this, yes, please come. We're doing the same thing in this place.
Right after Aba Fashion Week 2020, I got a call from, I think that was it Korea or somewhere, just immediately, and was asking for productions of some outfits. I know I owe that to the event. So I want to specially thank the governor of Abia State, His Excellency Dr. Okezie Ikpeazu for having such interest in the fashion industry.
The Abba Fashion Week, aside from having gaining awareness, I also gained publicity. I got connected to other entrepreneurs and fashion designers who are also doing very well in their field. But I want to say thank you to the governor, His Excellency Dr. Okezie Ikpeazu, for the platform he has given to fashion designers like us, very young fashion designers like us, and the effort he has been putting to make sure that Made in Abba products hits all ends of the globe.
I really learned a lot being among the models for Abba Fashion Week, because it really taught me to be confident, the exposure and everything. I've gotten more jobs from this just concluded show, so I'm really happy to be one of the models. I want to say thank you to the government, the governor, Dr. Okezie Ikpeazu, for giving us this opportunity to showcase the designers' wares and to bring out ourselves as models to be noticed by the public. I really want to say thank you.
Apart from confidence building, massive advertising and publicity awareness and sustaining the Abba brand, activities marking the week boost tourism and highlights the rich hospitality potentials of Abia and Abba as a commercial and manufacturing nerve center of Nigeria.
And very soon as we sure that the garment equipment has arrived in Nigeria, I will send 30 young people to Turkey to go and understudy how to use the machine. So it has become a tradition for us. You must do machines, you do capacity building. You do machines, you do capacity building. You know, so the Fashion Week is opening our hearts and our intellect and our thinking, so that people can appreciate. So it's going to be an annual event.
With every sense of modesty, we have done a lot for the small and medium scale enterprise, setup and circular infrastructure in not just Abia State, but in Nigeria as a whole. And we are very thankful that Governor Okezie Ikpeazu, whose vision we are basically pushing, has set this template for us to run with. And we're very proud of the work that we've done.
Thanks to the Abba Fashion Show, today the confidence of Abba fashion designers has been restored, their passion rejuvenated, and their income repositioned.
Did I tell you that we have opened a Made in Abba shop in London?
Oh, you don't say?
Yeah, we have a Made in Abba shop in London. They opened to warm embrace of Nigerians, of Africans, and of even the...
That is phenomenal. That is good.
Yes. Because I have learnt that, if you are flying at a certain altitude and you don't feel appreciated, go higher. Go higher.
That is good. I was shocked to hear that, because that is already putting yourself in the faces of the people, so that they have no choice but to recognize that you exist.
Governor Ikpeazu has given impetus to those operating within the micro, small and medium scale ecosystem.
I'm somebody who likes to seize my destiny in my hands. I established an SME bank. So there's an Abia SME bank today that serves the market women, the traders, and the small scale manufacturers.
We've partnered with the Bank of Industry. We had a 500 million naira matching fund. BOI brought 500 million. Abia State government brought 500 million. So 1 billion naira was put on the table for SMEs in Abia State to access and scale their operations under the Governor Okezie Ikpeazu administration.
People who need the asset support for grants or loans, the first step is to actually come to the Ministry of SME and New Businesses Development and register. And after registering, we encourage them to go on, enroll in the training. Because it's not just about getting funding, it's about being able to manage your resources, being able to plan your business, being able to grow your business.
With the coming of Okezie Ikpeazu, PhD, in 2015, he saw the need to raise some confidence in all the platforms of government, in all the establishments of government, having to see that ease of doing business becomes a main factor So that Abia State will come up on the upper rung of those who are really doing well in terms of ease of doing business. And that happened with the establishment of this ministry, and then going forward with directing that a one-stop shop be created for MSMEs, so that these MSMEs will have where to go to and get all the paraphernalia of government thinking as on same level, on same platform. We call it the MSME one-stop shop. Go to that place, you will see you will see NAFDAC there, you will see CAC there, you will see FIRS there, you will see Ministry of Lands there, you will see Board of Internal Revenue, State Internal Revenue Service, and then these ministries also there. So that whatever be your issue, you can on one page, on one platform, get all the solutions, and they will get immediate answer.
We have dealt with finance and we're dealing with it. We have dealt with marketing and we're also dealing with it. We needed to speak to how long does it take to produce a pair of shoes? If I have an order for 10,000 pairs, how am I going to cope with my little son and wife using bare hands and scissors to cut leather? At times, you see the impact of that leather on our fingers completely deformed because we've been cutting without gloves and tools. And we had to warm the leather on a hurricane stove. So because as the chief marketer here, I could not speak to how long it will take. I couldn't even speak to the consistency of
the final
product. You know, you could have a pair of shoes, one is 33 and a half, the other one is 33. You know, I said, no. We have to automate. Otherwise, we won't be able to compete. And in order for us to automate, I have to talk about capacity. Because you bring machines and you don't find people who can deal with it. That led me to sending 30 boys and girls to China. You know, and we said to them, you must learn how to use these machines.
When we got to China, we had a lot of experiences. In particular, I was able to learn how to use the automated machines to produce shoes.
The difference in making shoes in Aba and China is that here in Aba, we use our hands called manual production. We use our hands to last, and all that. We use our hands to apply the gum. But why in Chengdu, China? We have the cutting machine, we have the front and back lasting machine, we have the sealing machine, we have the nailing machine, we have the machine that is responsible for applying gums, and we have machines that is responsible for mixing the chemicals that we use here.
My trip to China is actually a dream come true. God used the governor to bring this dream to a reality for me.
The experiences, if I start implementing them here, I can compete with Gucci.
Now I can sketch and I can guide people that are producing shoes, and it's really helping me. So I'm going to use that to eat, and I'm going to empower others.
The shoes that I designed so far, I can boast of it that it can compete internationally wherever I go.
Our governor empowered us, so we are back. We want to empower others. So it was a wonderful experience.
And I tell this story everywhere I go to, and I tell the story proudly. That 2 of my boys took away jobs from the Chinese
people, which is unheard of.
In their factory within 2 weeks. So here again, I was inspired. I said, the greatest gift God has given to me in Abia is the people. Such amazing gifts. You know, so I said, I'm going to now bring down these machines here. So immediately they came back to Nigeria. We brought the machines and we started putting the factory together. And that is what gave birth to a NASCO.
Is it functional now?
Of course. The Senate President just commissioned it. A NASCO did shoes for railways, is doing for the military, civil defense, and we are prospecting the Nigerian police now. I think they will also give us. And we have recently launched our back-to-school shoes, which is called Eze Goes to School.
That is so nice.
Oh yes,
we all grew up with Eze Goes to School, didn't we?
You know, so that is a NASCO.
And NASCO is the first of its kind automated shoe factory indigenous to the Nigerian people and market. It is positioned to become the fastest growing shoe manufacturing company in Africa with the prospects of export to international markets. With a capacity to produce 2 million pairs of shoes annually, the Yimba Automated Shoe Company project, conceived by the Okezie Ikpeazu administration, was formally commissioned by the Senate President, Dr. Ahmed Lawan.
This project, ENASCO, is one project that anyone who sees or hears about will tell you there's mastery of vision here. This place will now be the center of automated shoemaking in West Africa, definitely beyond Nigeria. Abia State is lucky to have Dr. Okezie Ikpeazu as governor.
And I must say, whether it was a joke or just a passing, during COVID-19, when the major manufacturing platform of the world, China, collapsed, Walmart became empty. We got inquiries from big departmental stores in America asking if, because their Chinese contact told them that they had sold a shoe line to Abia. They were asking if they could manufacture in Abia and send to America. It hasn't happened yet, but it will happen.
That is fantastic news.
You know, but then when you begin to do this, you expand your thinking and thoughts. So in the leather subsector, we are trying to create an ecosystem. As I speak, we have Nigeria Brazil Shoe Company, you know, and
in Abia.
They have set up structures. We're waiting for them to bring equipment. In fact, the Brazilians, when they came and they had to go employ somebody who studied Spanish to help them get a deal, off-take deal from the shoe sellers in Alaba, who used to go to Brazil to import shoes, to buy them from Abia here.
The whole idea is to automate the process of shoemaking. We want to encourage people to come in and produce. You don't have to travel. You don't have to go to China or another place. We want to believe in our own because we have what it takes in Abia. So he's putting Abia in the global space so that people can really know that, look, we have this here and we are proud. We are 100% proud of what we do here.
By opening one factory, this will open the doors for 10 other factories because other factories will now come and other factories are coming. We have the Nigerian Brazil Shoe Company in Okwa. It's setting up, Nibra. They are partnering with Nigerian Export-Import Bank to set up a shoe factory here in Abia State. Hallowed Hands Shoe Factory is also setting up. At this point, you have like 4 shoe factories in Abia. But we had to show example. The governor showed example that it was possible. And then others also came on board. Abia, that I know, will replicate those machines in the shortest possible time.
We have improved. The made in Abia shoes here now differs from the made in Abia shoes before 2015. We are now proud of what we are doing. We now label our shoes made in Abia, proudly made in Abia. Like I rightly said, we are now competing favorably with our counterparts, those in Italians. The change is Dr. Okezie Ikpeazu. Since the exception of Abia State in 1999, he is the only government that came into our sector, that have us at his heart. He's the only government that said these people need to be encouraged. So he brought the change. He took us to the international community and he has been assisting us, promoting our products, both global and local.
We are now stamping made in Nigeria because our shoe now is very authentic.
This is the first time government officials are coming closer to us. We have been here for the last 40 years.
People are more comfortable to do business. People now believe that they can get quality products. That's which is the most important thing. I mean, like the PEP now is a South African company, and we've produced 9,000 pairs of pump shoes for them. The whole campaign for Made in Abia has helped. It has increased, of course, the IGR. It has improved the quality of life. It has improved the quality of products going out of the state and out of the country. It has actually been able to employ more people.
So we are creating an ecosystem. And this is the same thing we are also trying to do in garments. As I speak, we have imported end-to-end. That is a 1 196-piece machine for garments. We are going to create a Bangladesh here. That will employ 500 women or people on the first day. So what I need to tie up my story is just that garment factory. And I know that before the end of the first quarter, I will ask you to come around and see what we have.
How far has it gone?
We just imported the machines there. They've set sail now on the sea. Very soon they will come.
Well done, Your Excellency, again. Well done. I mean, like I said, I can't say enough. I'm pleasantly surprised. I can't wait to hit the streets and match a lot of your words with pictures in my head and see how it goes. So thank you very much. On this note, I'd like to thank you guys for watching today. And until next week, when we come again talking about some other aspects of Abia with His Excellency and then going out to the streets, I say bye-bye and see you next week.